Alright, so this is the start of my Resident Evil Zero video. This is not going to be a playthrough. This is going to be a guide to find all the files and all the weapons. So that way you guys can use this in case you're going for the achievements for 'em. Since there's an achievement, I believe, for collecting all files or reading all files. And there's also an achievement for collecting all the weapons. And if I'm not mistaken, which I don't think I am, I think there's 29 files and there's 13 weapons. I will go into where the files are located and how you obtain them, same with the weapons. And we will start off with the two that you start with at the very beginning of the game. Which one is the player manual, tells you how to play, and the other one is court order for transportation, which tells you about Billy Cohen and what his crimes are and all that. So that's that. And then you start with a handgun. I beat the game once before. If you've been watching my videos on my channel, you already knew that. That's why this is infinite ammo, because I did a guide for the Leech Hunter thing, and we ended up collecting all the leeches. So we have that, and then we have machine gun ammo, which kind of irrelevant until we get the machine gun, but that's alright. I'm not even sure if you can get the machine gun on normal without actually. I'll go over that. I think I know where to get it, but we'll find out. Anyway, you start off with the handguns. That's the first weapon. We have 12 more we have to get. We'll get one when we get to Billy, as he has his own pistol. And yeah, we'll go and make our way to the next file. Alright, so this is the Magnum revolver. You unlock this by getting, I think it was 91 to 99 of the leeches in one run on the Leech Hunter mode. And then you can just pick it up here after you unlocked it, which is room 202. There's also this file here for Passenger's Diary, which is the third file. So now we're at 3 files and 2 weapons. I'll see you guys in a second once we get to the next one. Alright, so in the room next to the 202 room, where we got the Magnum revolver and the Passenger's Diary, I think it was, we end up getting investigation orders, which is another file. So I'll see you guys in a second once we get to the next one. Alright, we are at the 5th file, which is Notice to Supervisors. Right here at the bottom of the stairs, right next to Billy Cohen once you first meet him. Also, you'll get his weapon once he comes upstairs to save you. Can't go this way yet because you need to turn the power on, I believe. So, see you in a second. So when you encounter the first leech, full leech zombie, and run down the stairs, because you don't have to shoot him or anything. Literally just run down the stairs, it'll break into leeches and try and kill you. You'll get Player's Manual 2, which is the next file that we need. And now that we have Billy as our teammate, we can open the inventory, and there's his handgun and his knife, which are the 2 weapons that we need. So, pretty good. Just got 2 weapons and file. Couldn't remember what it was called for a second there. So we're gonna go in here and we will be right back. So there's a file in this room. There's also a map on this wall right here, where the whiteboard is, or whatever, dry erase board, if you want to call it that. I think the file's in here. Oh, that's a briefcase. Is there a file in there? Nope, guess not. Is this a file? Yeah, there we go. Note from conductor is the next file. Pretty much it just tells you about the briefcase, how to open it. That's all. See you in a sec. In room 101, after the bar room, right after you grab the ice pick, just head around the corner there, and in this room you'll grab the hunting gun. If it'll let me pick it up. Oh, apparently I need 2 spaces. Well, we could drop the shotgun shells for now, we'll pick those up later. So I just pick up the hunting gun, and there's your next weapon. And you'll need that for fighting this giant scorpion thing outside. So yeah, that'll be fun. Here's the next file. It's a Hookshot Operator's Manual. Pretty much just telling you like how to use the hookshot for the AIs, I guess. Alright, here's the next weapon. So right inside this locker here, there's some empty bottles. And right in there where it says freight car on the door, there's 2 dogs in there, and there's a zombie that's in here. So when you come out of that door, he'll jump out and attack you. And just before the 2 cages, there's some kerosene or gasoline or whatever. It's in a gas can. So you mix those together and you get Molotov cocktails. It's not the only place, but it's the first location you can get them. So the next one is in the training facility, I think it's called. And I'll show you where that is once we get there, but we have one more file on the train. So once you enter the front car, after you use the magnetic, the key card thing that you find from the briefcase, I think it's called, you'll come in here, and I'll show you where I am in a second. This is the brake operation manual telling you how to do the brakes. It's right. Who will stay behind? We'll have Rebecca stay behind.
I'll go over them.
Anywho, it's in this room. It's just where you have to go to do all this stuff. So that's the file, and then you just have to go ahead and disable the brakes. So I'll show you exactly where it is. Give me 1 second. So you can just run past these guys as you don't have to come back in here. So you know where that zombie was, where you got the first train key thing? It's right there. So zombie where you get the key, right here. You go through that door, and then into the next cable car through the doorway. And yeah, that's where you'll get the document. Anyway, see you in a second. Once we get to the next document, it will be in the training facility. Alright, here's the next document, which is in the crow room, where you pick up the crank handle and all the crows attack you from the window. So notice to all staff is the document. Tells you the entry code, which is 815. So there's that. So the next document is in this big conference room here, and it's in the second row on the left, or I guess it would probably be on the right. It's for regulations for trainees is the thing, and it just tells you like something about discipline, unity, and something else. I forget what it was. Anyway, see you in another second. Don't forget to grab the microfilms. I think there's 2 of them, A and B. There's one right here on this desk. You'll need these for something in the game to progress further, as they tell you a code for the conference room. So I'll see you in a second. So in this room, right outside up the stairs is where you fight the giant centipede boss. So you come down the stairs, first door on your left. There's a grenade launcher on the couch. And then there's also this angel good statue piece here that you can take. Then there's blue door, but can't open the blue door just yet. Anyway, see you in a second. I gotta get the next file. Alright, in this room off the hallway in the first floor, towards the right side, there's a statue here. And then right around this corner, there's some more gasoline for the Molotovs, and there's a shotgun. So what I'm going to do is give Rebecca the hunting rifle, or hunting gun I should say, and we'll take the shotgun. Anyway, that's the next weapon that we have to get, and the next one that we find is quite a ways away, but we'll find another file pretty shortly. So, see you in 1 second. This room all the way over here. This is where you use the fire motif key on the doorway in the hall, right here. You go around to the other side of the room, and right on this table you get the assistant director's diary, which is another file. Then we'll be at the next file for you in a couple seconds. In case anyone's wondering how to do this puzzle here, you need the minute hand, which is literally an iron needle, I think. And then you just come here, use the minute hand thing on this, and the clock will pop up. You put the big hand, which is the minute hand, on the Roman numeral 3, which is the middle one on the right, which is 3 eyes pretty much. And then you put the smaller hand on the Roman numeral 8, which is VIII, and that'll make it 815. And then that'll unlock the doors for you. Alright, we are in the fireplace room, which is over here, the square room on the second floor on the bottom right corner. There's a document on the table, which is a verse of poetry. It tells you about one of the stones or whatever. I don't know, it's something that has to do with the game. Anyway, there's a second microfilm over here, which you need to help you understand the next puzzle for, like, the conference room. You put it in the microfilm projector thing, and it'll show you what you have to use for the code. Anyway, see you in a sec. Alright, so there's this room at the end of the hall. This is on the first floor. You come down here. You need to complete the clock puzzle in the, I think it's the clock tower. You have to set the clock to 8:15, and then that'll unlock this door and one other one that's on the second floor, where the previous document was located. Anyway, in this room there's a microfilm projector, so make sure you're facing it. Use the microfilms on it. I think you have to use them one by one. Yeah. So you use both of them on there, and then it'll put up like the numbers and the letters. Something written on the top of the picture, the seats. So then we get a image thing, which is the file, and then we get the ammo disc. So here's the file. Anyway, and then we gotta go and use the seats and whatnot, find out where we have to go. Be right back. It's we have to go to the conference room to do this puzzle thing. So in case your code for this, I don't know if it changes per person, but mine's 2D. So it's the second one from the right, the first row, and the second one from the left in the last row. That's the combination. You have to have your characters both at them so you can press them pretty much simultaneously.
Come on.
Okay.
And that'll unlock the doors with the swords on them. Alright, in the infirmary, so you gotta go through the sword door here where the knights are guarding the door with the swords crossed. Then you go through here into this room, and that's where the infirmary is. And the document you will get is sitting on the bed here. Apparently I misclicked. Oh no, let me grab it. There we go. First investigation unit notes. Pretty much just tells you how to make the chemical solution. Also, if you're here with Rebecca and you want to pick this up, which is green chemical, don't pick it up twice. Just make sure you have it, because later you'll need it to make a chemical mixture. Anywho, see you in a second. We are almost to the next document. Alright, so we are in the chess room. We just had to do the puzzle for the chess piece. So the king would be right here, just to the left of this cornered rook. It would be right here on this black tile in the corner. You push it down this way to just past the pawn, then you push it this way. push it that way against the wall here, and then push it down that way. And then that will unlock this, which will give you the Book of Evil, which has a piece in it for one of the statues. Can't combine it, so I gotta take it. And then there's the document here for Marcus's Diary 1. You don't have to read it if you don't want. It's just some lore, I'm sure. Apparently, there's a lot of reading in there. Alright, and then you can examine this. Open it. And you get the black wing. Or the dark wing. Black wing, whatever. Yeah, black wing. I was right the first time. Alright, now we will be at the next document in a moment. Inside the safe room in the basement, all the way through this hallway to right here, there's a document on the table. And it is Correctional Institute inmates list. It just tells you all the inmates. And we will see you in a second once we get to the next thing. After you climb through the vent on the other side to over here into the torture room, there should be... there it is. There's a document on the floor here. Apparently it doesn't want me to pick it up. It lets you know how to do the power regulation. So it's about the power regulator. It says, if you wish to exit rapidly, set the indicator to 70. And then you go over here and you just monkey with the indicator. Once you do that, you're going to get attacked by some hunters. I think it's either hunters or it's monkeys. It's one of the two. And then you'll fall down a hole. Alright, so the answer to this regulator puzzle is up, up, down, up, up. That'll get you to 70. That way you don't have to guess around with these or try to figure out how it's doing it. But anyway, yeah, hopefully that helps with the puzzle. See you in a second with the next document. Alright, so we are here at the next gun-related thing. I had to find out what my brain was. So we're in the facility basement B3, which is the third underground level, I guess. So we're up here in the locker room. Well, I guess it's an armory room. And you open that locker with the lock key from this room right here, where there's two of those roach creatures, I think they are. Anyway, I don't know why I closed my inventory again for the second time. So you go into here, I think, if I'm not mistaken, okay, the code for this thing is actually 385. I had to check my notes. There you go. Alright, so now you got custom handgun parts. So if you're going for this achievement, and you haven't done a second playthrough, or you're not on your second playthrough, you would want to save at this point. I think I've already done this with Billy's handgun, but I'm going to save anyway. So what you want to do is save and then combine it with one of the handguns, and you'll get a custom handgun part, or a custom handgun. And then what you do is reload, and then you do it with the other handgun, and that'll count for both the custom handguns. So you can't get in one playthrough unless you save and then go back and do it. So just a heads up. Anyway, see you in a second once we get to the next document, which I think is down there if I'm not mistaken. Alright, we are at this animal puzzle here. You have to find out the order to light them. And if I remember correctly, I think it's the deer, and then get out of my way. The wolf, there we go, and the horse, I think it is. That was weird. Didn't do any like diary or type stuff. Huh. Oh, it's because I accidentally clicked after it. And I think it's the snake and then the bird. Apparently I'm not looking at it correctly. There we go. And then the eagle. Is that an eagle? Or is that a crow? I don't know. That should open it. Yep. There you go. So it was deer, wolf, horse, tiger, snake, eagle. So there you go. Easy puzzle complete. See you in a second once we get to the next document. In this room right here, there's what looks like a stone tablet in the fireplace, which you'll need to access I think it's the laboratory. I'll just drop this real quick. I don't think I need that. She is getting beat up, but that's just because she's not really keen on running away from a fight. So you need 3 stone tablets, and I will show you where the other 2 are at in a couple seconds once we get this next document. Alright, so after that area with the Unity tablet thing, oops. So this is where the tablet was. Went out the door, turned to the right. Right in here is the next document, which is Management Trainee's Diary. I think it just tells about the trainee or something. Anyway, we will get to the next file, and I will see you in a second. We are over here on the 2nd floor, over in this room, where it looks like the number 9, or an A missing the bottom left corner of the letter as capital A. Use this vise on the table here. The middle one, I don't think you can use that on the other ones. And then you'll get this tablet. This will be the 2nd tablet that we need. This one is obedience. Alright, see you in a second. Alright, we are at the next tablet, which is right up here. I accidentally clicked too quickly to find out what that was. That one's the discipline tablet. So, in order to get this block over here, you have to have a battery to power the lift. Put it in here. You click the button to get the option to power the lift and make it come down. The thing will be on here. Push it out. Push it over this way. And you push it right here. And then you just climb on top of it, grab the tablet. And I will see you in 1 second once we go to where the tablet goes. So up here where we fought the giant centipede boss, go through this door. Give it a second so that we can actually zone through the door. Then you go into here, kill all the zombies. I think apparently there's not any zombies. That's weird. Maybe I'm thinking of Leech Hunter mode. Anyway, come over here to the tablet displacement thing where you put all the tablets in it. There's the first one. Discipline will go in the middle apparently. Come on, Rebecca, get your butt down here. Then put the other 2 in here. Unity and, what was the other one? Tolerance or something? Obedience. Close enough. So you put all those in there. That'll unlock the door. Skip the cutscene. Observatory thing comes up. Can go through that door up the top of the ladder now. And then I shall see you in a second. Alrighty, we are in the laboratory, or laboratory, however you want to pronounce it. So down here is where we came in. This is the elevator. Went through the first door on our left. We went over here, used the hookshot, went up, and we're right here. And we get a document on this chair, and it is Laboratory Manager's Diary. Pretty interesting. There's a document on this table at Laboratory B.W, right here. It's literally sitting on the table right in front of us. For Leech growth records. Tells you how to do the Leech thing that we'll be doing in a moment. There's a document here that I somehow managed to miss. It is right here on the table. I don't know how I missed it. I literally ran right by it. It is Marx's diary number 2. See you in a second. So there's a bookcase over here. There was an input regulator coil here. And there's also a picture. which is an old photograph. It's that next file, in case you're wondering. Alright, see you in another second. So upstairs with Billy, there's another file over here. We will grab that real quick. I don't remember which one it is. It's the Investigator's report, the first part. I'll see you guys in a second once we get to the next one. In this room, there's another document on the ground, or file if you will, right here. And as you can see, there's 2 hunters in this room, so be careful of those. The document or file is a B.O.W. report. I have no clue why that's there. Anyway, grab the dial here, and we'll continue to the next one. We're over here at the door where we have to use the dial. So it will be 4, 8, 6, 3. Here we go. Door is unlocked. Go through the door. Alright, we enter the car to leave the laboratory, or the laboratory. And there's a Magnum right here, which is the last weapon we can get in this playthrough. And the only other weapons there are the ones that you beat the game, I think on normal or hard under 5 hours, and I think it's normal or hard under 3.5 hours. So one needs an A rank for the 5 hours, and the other one needs S rank for 3.5. And to unlock the rocket launcher and the submachine gun. So kind of hoping I can get those, but we'll find out, I guess. So see you in a second once we get the next document. So if I remember correctly, I think it was, I want to say this one? I think it was this one. Alright, and I think it was this one. And then it was this one. Yay, I got it on my first try. I remember it on my first try, I should say. So with that puzzle, it lights up any lights that are within 2 spaces from it. So, pretty simple. Just, first time I did it, took me a second. Anyway, I'll see you in a second. So this puzzle is pretty simple. This gray box here was right there. Then there was a box right here. So you have Rebecca turn the controls, she's up above, have her turn them to the right, then push this one brown box all the way down. Alright, I have it written down on my other computer. Alright, so then have him run all the way down here. Jump over, push this one all the way to the north, up against the wall, and then we'll move that other brown box all the way to the west, and then south, till it touches box number 1, which is the one way down there. This is box number 2, and box number 3 is that gray one. Easy way to remember them, you know? So then, hop on top of the block. No, not push the block. Then have her rotate the machine to the left. Left. There we go. And then we just push it to the right, and then down. Jump down here. Once we can jump down, there we go. Push all the way against the wall. And then we jump on top, have her rotate the machine left once more, and then we push it into the corner. Ta-da! Oh, she turned around. Ta-da! Pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I did this, didn't know what the heck I had to do. I was just pushing every block everywhere. I'm like, I don't know why he can't jump across. It was just very confusing. I'm like, there's 2 blocks there. Why doesn't he just jump across? Because it doesn't make sense, apparently. Then we just climb up, and we hit the fill pool thing, and we're good. Because we have to get that valve across the way. So now when we fill this, they should all form a straight line, and we should be able to walk across it. Hey, water! Yep, there we go. And now all we gotta do is go grab the valve.
This way.
Roger.
There's a document file thing right here under the zombie's hand. It's in the boiler type room. It's Investigator's report number 2. Alright. I'll show you where this is real quick. It's in the treatment plant. Right here in the corner. On B5. We are on B6 in the treatment plant. Over here is another document. I forget what it is. Pick it up. Oh, apparently he wanted to look at the pants. Oh, battery fluid. Alright. So it teaches us how to make it. Over here in the room with the gondola, the little square box that Rebecca rides, there's a document file right here in this corner, which is treatment plant manager's diary. That's the last file I needed, so must have been the one I missed. There's one more that I have to get for this guide, but that was the last one for my achievement. I shall see you in 1 second for the last document. So here we are at the final file. This is where you fight the final boss, and it's just a gate operation manual. That's for turning the valves and whatnot, you know. But that's it. This brings us to the end of our Resident Evil 0 guide for all the files and all the weapons. Hopefully this guide was helpful to you, and hopefully you got the achievements. The only things that are not obtained in this video is the 2 weapons that you cannot get on a single playthrough. Those weapons are the rocket launcher, which has infinite ammo, which, if I'm not mistaken, you need an S rank on normal or hard, which is completing it in 3.5 hours, if I'm not mistaken. And the submachine gun is completing the game with an A rank on normal or hard, and beating it within 5 hours. So hopefully this helps you. I also included some of the puzzles, so that way you can also use those. I will try to provide timestamps of where everything is. And yeah. If you liked the episode, drop a like down below, hit subscribe, and also share with friends who may want these achievements as well, or may just enjoy some of my content. And yeah, drop your feedback down below if I can help you guys with any other guides for games that we play, or games that you want me to play. And I shall see you in the next episode. Peace.